Yes, I was.
All right. Can I say a follow-up?
Yeah.
What led you to go to Madeline Gee's house then?
Well, we had talked to the neighbor, and after talking to the neighbor and trying to understand a little bit of the history, and after our search of the apartment, we decided that we'd pay her a visit. Tyler.
When did you arrive at the scene of the crime?
When did we arrive? At the home of Madeline, or where did we arrive where?
The scene of the crime.
The scene of the crime? As a little after 12:30, I think. Mason.
Can you go into more detail about how you entered Madeline's apartment?
Sure. When we got there, the door was not. It was closed but not locked. I remember knocking and not hearing anything. And I proceeded in and asked, is there anyone home? Hello, police. I announced myself. And then eventually she appeared there's like a little hallway area that goes more into the apartment.
Were there any lights on in the apartment when you went in?
Yeah, there were. Rosemary.
Did the officer receive consent from Madeline before entering her home?
I'm sorry.
Did the officer receive consent from Madeline before entering her home?
No. Armando.
When in the house, was there anything being seized in plain view?
Oh, there's a lot of stuff in plain view.
Can you explain what stuff?
Sure. We found a serrated knife. We found some tennis shoes. We found... Those things are the first things that come to mind that were primarily in plain view.
Did you find a picture in plain view of Giselle's car?
Did I find a what?
A picture of Giselle's
I think they did. Yeah. Right. So it would be the knife, the car, or the knife, the picture of the car, and then there was a pair of tennis shoes. Right? Terry.
Was she arrested before or after you started the search?
What did we do before and after? I'm sorry.
No, was she arrested before or after you began?
No, I remember we arrested her while she was still in the apartment. Michael. R.
For the different objects like the knife and the photo, when were those found in comparison to when you made the arrest?
Well, I was engaging the suspect. I think my partner would have found maybe one or two of those before we actually placed her under arrest, and then maybe the tennis shoes after she was placed under arrest.
And where were those items at in the house compared to where?
The knife I remember being in the kitchen, kind of overhanging. It wasn't in the sink, but if this were the sink, kind of like this. Okay. The photograph I remember being right on the table. And I'm assuming, again, I didn't find the shoes, but I'm assuming the shoes were in, I think they were in like a hall closet. Angie.
When did you arrive at Madeline's house?
Probably would have been... it would have been after 1 o'clock. Probably closer to 1:30, 1:45, something like that. All right. Andrew.
When did you take the phone from Madeline?
I took it, she was arrested. She had on a sweatshirt. I did a pat down and felt the phone, and then took the phone at that time.
Was there any fear that the phone found on Madeline was a weapon or could be used as one?
Was there anyone else?
Was there any fear that the phone found on Madeline was a weapon or could be used as one?
No, I don't recall ever thinking that it was going to be a weapon. Certainly thought it might be important. One of the reasons that I looked at it was it had not buzz, but you know, when you look at the phone, and again, I brought mine, it was similar to this. When I took the phone, it was, I mean, there was something on the screen that you could clearly see, a text message, and then when you went into it, it kind of explained itself. Michael.
Okay, going back to Julian's household, did you search Giselle's car outside for the automobile exception or something like that regarding, or did you actually search her car along with
Whose car? I'm sorry.
Giselle's car? I thought that there was a photo of Giselle's
Oh
car.
yeah, well, by the time we got there, Giselle's car was not there.
Okay.
No follow-up, he leaves.
When you arrived at Madeline's apartment, what state of mind did she seem to be in?
It was late.
Mm-hmm.
She seemed agitated. She certainly was wondering why we were there. Wasn't particularly talkative, if that's what you mean. Is there something else you're looking for?
Not like she was out before drinking or anything.
She was what? I remember she told us that she got home about 10 to 1, so it would have been after, you know, I don't know, a half an hour, maybe within the hour of when we arrived.
Okay. Can I ask another question?
Sure.
Okay. But it didn't seem like she had been drinking. Like you couldn't tell that or anything.
That wasn't a concern.
Okay.
That wasn't a concern. No. Tyler.
It says that Madeline had reluctantly agreed to let you into the apartment. Did she seem like she did not want to talk about what you were asking her?
Right. She was very reluctant to talk about it. She was a little, again, I say agitated, and as we've come to learn that her and the victim were not exactly best friends, so talking about the victim probably justifiably so caused some agitation. All right. Armando.
If she was in a search incident to arrest, was Madeline anywhere near the knife at her apartment?
She was standing. Her apartment is such that it's kind of an open area with the kitchen and then a dining area, and it goes into a living room area. And I think when we actually formally arrested her, she was very close to between kind of the kitchen and the dining room area. All right. Mason.
At what point in time or at any time were her Miranda rights read to her?
Yes, we would have read her Miranda rights, you know, at the time of arrest. Rosemary.
Was the initial evidence that was found in Madeline's apartment within the immediate area of Madeline?
I'm sorry.
Was the initial evidence that was found in Madeline's apartment within the immediate area of Madeline?
Was any of it on Madeline's person? Is that what you're asking? I'm sorry.
Like near her.
Near her. I'm sorry. I apologize. Well, certainly the photograph was near her. Again, it was on the table. How do you define near? I mean, within 10 feet?
Yes.
I would say the knife was probably from here to there, maybe 12 feet, 15 feet. The tennis shoes that we received, I remember being in kind of a closet, entryway closet. The door was open. I wouldn't say they were near. Again, they may have been 20 to 30 feet.